Alright, so what's going on, guys? The newest episode of The Walking Dead came on last night. It's called Strangers. And this episode, it wasn't really anything to go crazy about. It wasn't anything to like completely lose your mind and be like, oh my god, I gotta see this. But it was a pretty solid episode, and I figured that I want to talk about it. So Strangers. Strangers starts off with the entire group just outside walking, and they're just all kind of getting there, getting themselves together, getting some water, getting all this and that, and they're pretty much preparing to go back out walking. And everyone, as this is going on, everyone is kind of confessing, and they're kind of telling all their deepest darkest secrets, and not really deepest darkest secrets, but like they're revealing things that they should reveal. Like that one girl from the governor's group, I can't remember her name right now, but she basically said to Rick, I didn't know what the governor was, I didn't know who he was, I didn't know how dangerous he could be, and this and that. And I mean, of course, there was no like, you're a traitor, I'll kill you. It was nothing like that. Everybody was, just calm and peaceful about it. So everybody lets out some of their secrets. And I kind of want to say that at the end of the video, I will spoil something major. So be sure to click away. Don't worry, I'll let you know when the spoiler's coming. But be sure to click away if you don't want to hear that. But anyways, like I was saying. So after that, everybody just, they tell their secrets and all this and that. And out of nowhere, the group's walking, and they hear like a loud like a scream. It was like a guy panicking and screaming. And so they all rush to that guy's rescue, and he's like on some kind of rock as he's being attacked by walkers. And it's crazy because you got like this one guy, and he's a coward. He's a complete coward, and the walkers are just trying so desperately to get to him. But of course, Rick's group kills all the walkers, and they talk to this guy, and they just go into this conversation. How many walkers have you killed, how many people have you killed, why, and all that. And this guy, basically, to sum up Father Gabriel, and I want to say, I guess, spoilers. If you don't want to hear this, I guess you should just go back and watch the episode and come back. But yeah, so basically, he's this really religious guy who confessed his sins to God, and just he's one of those people who are gonna die really well. To me, I think he's gonna die really quick in the show, and it's not because he believes in God. I'm not saying that's the reason why. I'm just saying because he seems like one of those people who helps people too much, or he is naive in certain aspects of a zombie apocalypse. Again, not because he believes in God, but he just gives me that certain feel. And plus, he's a coward, so he really can't do much of anything but scream. So eventually, as things go on, they I believe he tells Rick in the group that he knows where some supplies are or something, and they all go out on this wild goose chase. It was Rick, Michonne, Sasha, I believe Daryl as well, Bob, and that preacher guy, Father Gabriel, and they all go out. And before they do so, they leave the baby at the church because this guy he has his own church or whatever, or I'm not sure if it's actually his church, but he was held up in a church. And they leave Tyrese inside with the baby, which I could trust Tyrese. I would definitely trust Tyrese at this point. And I swear, it's so hard to kind of keep up with names now because there's so many people in The Walking Dead in their group now. It's ridiculous. But so anyways, they all go out, and as they're walking and talking, Bob says to Rick, he's like, this is all a nightmare. It's a bad dream. We're gonna get Eugene to Washington, and this will all be over. And he's trying to be really uphearted. I think he's trying to be really uphearted about the situation, but I feel that he was speaking out of happiness, which is nothing wrong with that. But I think he was caught in a good mood as he was saying this type of stuff. Like, he wants to kind of, I guess, bring up the mood and bring up the emotion, and not everybody. He's trying to be like the moral support that Dale once was. Not saying that he knew Dale and he's trying to copy him. I'm just saying he's trying to just kind of cheer Rick up a bit. And so as things go on and on and on, they basically just talk about how well, not they, Bob specifically talks about how once they get Eugene to so and so, everything will be good, and this whole nightmare will be over. You'll be living a normal life. And so they go to the place, a few close calls as usual, but no one's seriously hurt. And then on the way back, Rick finds Carl doing whatever Carl does these days, and he ends up talking to him and showing him that there was some kind of writing on the church wall, which supposedly made him like some kind of fucked up guy. Speaking, I'm referring to Father Gabriel as I'm saying this. Supposedly, it's supposed to show that he's kind of messed up a little bit, and And he also supposedly has a past, a really dark past and all this and that. I'm like, I mean, I really don't care about him too much. He could die in the next episode and I really would not bat an eye. I'm really interested into seeing Morgan, if he's going to mold his way to a criminal, not a criminal, but mold his way into a villain or mold his way into Rick's group. I'm really interested to see that. He is by far like the only character that really has me glued and just attached to him. So basically the episode's wrapping up, and like I said, it's nothing too amazing and nothing too special, but it's a pretty solid episode, but you really weren't missing much yet. Now this is where it gets good. So everybody's inside the church. It's late at night, I'm assuming. Everybody's having a good time. There's laughs, there's talking. It's like it was one of those moments of The Walking Dead where you just want to cherish it. Like, remember the time in the CDC where everybody was like drinking and having a good time, laughing? That's the kind of moment this was. And we haven't had that since season 1. So it's been a pretty long time. So everybody's just sitting there and just, it was a good, beautiful time in The Walking Dead. And then Bob decides to go outside for a little bit, and he's just sitting there just taking in everything as he's outside looking at everybody from inside, and out of nowhere somebody just hits him upside the head, just bam. And I thought at first it was Morgan, but then I thought about it, I was like, nah, it's probably really not Morgan, but it could be, because Morgan's a survivor. He doesn't know what it's like to always work with people. He's probably just, he didn't know that's Rick's group and he's just attacking them one by one. But after that happened, the same car that had Beth also went past Daryl and Carol, which is kind of surprising. So Daryl and Carol get inside of a car and chase them. I don't even know why they were outside to begin with, but yeah, anyways, whatever. So Daryl and Carol chase after the car that supposedly took Beth, and we don't know where they're being led off to, and I really don't even care about Beth. She can die. I mean, I just want Beth to die. I really don't care about her. I thought she was going to die in season 3, and I was like 2012 when I thought that, so I really don't care about her in the slightest. So as that happens, so Beth is, well, they're on the chase for Beth, supposedly doing the quote fingers, and guess who took Bob? Guess who took Bob? I'll just let you think for a second. Oh, by the way, spoilers too if you don't want to hear this. Okay, yes, it was Gareth. They knocked out Bob. They took him. They tied him up, and they were just talking to him and saying, you taste a lot better than we thought you would. And they were eating him. They were actually eating him. They were literally just sitting there eating him. They ate like, and now mind you, it's not like they were just like, eating him raw. They basically cut off like basically almost his entire leg, and they're eating it. So now he can't run. He basically can't run. They were literally just eating the man alive, and it was just ridiculous. I don't know how they got a hold of him, but oh boy, man, that is insane. So yeah, they were just eating him just right there, just straight barbecuing him. They were just eating him like it was just such a normal thing to do. And I guess, I mean, hey, whatever they I don't know. That was just crazy. So yeah, that's basically the episode in a nutshell. I was actually able to cover it in 8 minutes. So let me know what you think about this episode. If you guys have seen it or have not seen it. If you haven't seen it, I would recommend that you go see it and then come back to this video, or see it before you watch this video, because yeah, I just figured it'd be best so you guys would all know what I'm talking about. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and have a wonderful day. Peace.